that in our diversity is a strength. We were settled by Spanish and Italians, Cubans, Jewish immigrants, Irish immigrants, African Americans, some who chose to came here by choice, and others who didn't. But this city's a melting pot. This city looks like America. And we honor that diversity. We recognize very clearly that we were all in this together. Unlike some cities that demonize people based on race, creed, color, orientation. Not in my city. And part of that is making sure that everyone has a chance to succeed. Not everyone is going to be as blessed as my two little girls. They are 7 and 11. My wife and I are going to give them the best education that we can possibly afford. And they lead a good life. I wish I was one of them. So not all the kids are going to get the same chances that my kids may get. But we have a moral obligation to try to make sure that every kid gets the same opportunity my kids get. And what we are about in this conference is making sure that all of our students, but more particularly those young people who are African American or Hispanic, have the same opportunities that everyone else does. Because truly in a village, we all realize that we are intertwined, that the village succeeds together or fails alone. And we as the elders of the village have an obligation to reach down and pull people up along with us. Because I can tell you the alternative is not very good. The alternative is what I saw this Saturday in Jackson Heights. As I was out there in the middle of the afternoon surrounded by orange cones that signified, maybe 20 orange cones that signified shell casings. Because you see, some young men from Grant Park had a beef with some young men from Jackson Heights. And the night before in Grant Park, one young man was killed and another young man was wounded. And the next day in Jackson Heights, the young men from Grant Park decided that they were going to settle the score. And in the middle of the day, started shooting. In an area where I'm sure there were 25 or 30 young kids standing around. That's not my America. That's not your America. So what we are doing here today is important. What we are doing here today is making sure that you get the same opportunities that everyone else in America gets. To make sure that I don't have to stand out there amongst those orange cones. And I don't have to have a mother come up to me on the scene and say, "Mayor, can you tell me the name of the young man that was shot?" Tears rolling down her face, cell phone held to her ear, as she tried to find her son, thinking that that was her son that had been shot. How do you explain that to a mother? Can you imagine the pain of that mother not knowing whether that was her young man, her son? Fortunately, it wasn't. But this situation replicates itself in cities all over America. We have an obligation to make sure that you have a chance. This country has an obligation to make sure that you have a chance. We are a better country because of it. And then you have an obligation to make sure that you reach down and pull somebody up along the way. Because as you have been helped, you must help others. You must reach down and pull your little brothers and your little sisters and people that you don't even know up and give them hope. And let them see the example. And let them recognize that by going to college, you're going to improve your income by upwards of $1 million over the course of your life. The fact that Hispanic and African American young men fall way behind white young men in college attendance is pathetic. Shame on us. We need you to succeed. The cities are counting on you to succeed. This country is counting on you to succeed. And it's counting on you to do what has been done for you for somebody who follows you. Thank you for not quitting. Thank you for believing that there is a better place out there. Thank you for not settling for mediocrity. Thank you for not falling prey to the seduction of the neighborhood. Thank you for believing that in you lies something special. We're going to get there. We're going to get there together. And we're going to be a better country because of it. Thank you, and God bless you.